Lord 9000 marched into the palace with his troops. However, the cowardly emperor pressed a blade against the girl's neck, forcing him to retreat. He had no choice but to halt his advance, and the next second, he was gravely wounded in a surprise attack. The girl rushed over and held him in her arms. He apologized for failing to take her away from the palace, but she drove the blade into her own body, declaring they would never be parted. When the girl woke again, she found herself in a completely unfamiliar world. A system informed her that the underworld was overcrowded, so she had been sent into the world of a novel. Her task now was to win the male lead's genuine love. If she failed, she would be erased. The system transferred the memories of the girl's original body. The male lead was her husband, yet his name was exactly the same as Lord 9000. She hurried to look for him. At the same time, a group of people was gathered around the television and tried to step into the screen. The girl called out to them. To her shock, her parents, younger brother, and younger sister were all there. In her past life, she had watched helplessly as they were executed under the emperor's orders. Now that they were reunited, she couldn't help crying as she hugged her family tightly. Later, they held a family meeting. The girl briefly introduced the plot of the novel. The main characters were separated when they were in love, one forced into a marriage, the other sent abroad. Unfortunately, she was the vicious supporting role who had married the male lead, and he had even begun considering a divorce recently. The girl asked how she could stop him and win his love. Her family thought it over carefully. Finally, the younger sister suggested that she could have a child to bind him to her. They then rushed to the private club where the male lead was. The girl and her family changed into waitstaff uniforms. Their plan was to create an opportunity for her to spend the night with her husband. Meanwhile, the man was negotiating a business deal with a rival. When the father saw his face, he was deeply shocked. It was that terrifying Lord 9000. The brother also noticed and worried whether a eunuch could even father a child. Yet the girl stared at the man quietly, lost in thought. It was only when he asked why she had frozen there, that she realized he held no memories of their past life. He was just a stranger who shared the same face as her lover.